Dude, welcome to a new vlog. Now at some point you will probably follow a diet. Maybe you've already dieted in the past because you either want to get leaner, you want to lose weight and get shredded, or maybe you just want to actually lose some body fat because you want to be fitter, healthier, and actually get a bit more healthier with the food choices that you are making in your life. Now at this point in my life, I've done a lot of diets to where I've been able to cut weight and get a hell of a lot leaner. But for many people, and if you are watching this video, probably isn't the case. But now I can tell you exactly why when you do diet that you don't get the results that you are actually wanting from a diet. And even if you are able to diet successfully, you're able to lose some weight, maybe even get shredded, see some abs, but in the long term you actually end up just going back to how you initially looked. You pile all the weight back on, maybe you even gain more weight. But we're going to change that in this video. Also, giving you guys a much needed life update as well. I have joined a new gym. It is called Paradigm Gym. I was at Pure Gym for a very long time, but I feel like it's now time to grow and move on from that. I'm still going to be staying at Pure Gym for the cardio side of things, as this is a wicked gym for bodybuilding equipment. It's got Nautilus, Cybex, Life Fitness, a lot of great bodybuilding kit. But the hours aren't great. It's only open from 6 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. And if I need to do cardio at 4, 5 in the morning before work, or if I'm not able to get to do cardio until late in the evenings, I can just go to Pure Gym and get it done, which is no problem. But yeah, this is a wicked gym. And also the car has been giving me a lot of problems, because when life is going well, something just needs to be thrown in there to stress you out. And this car has been that for me as of recently, as it's been in and out of the garage. Anytime I take it into the garage and it gets a problem sorted, it comes out with a new problem. On the diagnostic machine, the engine management light won't go off, and I'm just sorting problem after problem after problem. But this time, when it was all okay and everything was good, it then came out with this, and I wasn't really expecting it. That wasn't there when I left the car. I got the car back and I was like, that's not meant to be there. And so I have contacted the garage. The garage have accepted accountability. They're going to sort it, which is all good, which I'm really happy with. But yeah, that's just one of them things, isn't it? So no, you're good. No, don't worry. I'm just, honestly, God, like, I'm so cringe at doing this. It's oh my God. No, I don't. No, it's fine. No, no, it's fine. Cheers, bud. Thank you, man. You too. Welcome to the first commentary of this prep. As you can tell, I am a little bit nervous when it does come to filming myself, especially out in public. It's something that I do need to get used to, but like anything, you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone if you want to grow and if you want to achieve your goals. You have to do something that you aren't already doing. From what I can tell, the people at this gym are really nice, non-judgmental, and apparently it's perfectly fine to actually film yourself in this gym, which is really cool. So I will be able to film a lot of content for YouTube at this gym, which is wicked. So let's get right into my brutally honest advice for why you struggle with fat loss, dude. So the first piece of advice, dude, is that a calorie deficit does work, because for anyone who says a calorie deficit doesn't work is because they were never in a calorie deficit in the first place. If you are actually in a calorie deficit, you will burn fat. It is maths, and maths does not lie. People lie, but maths never lies. And if you're not, it doesn't matter how healthy you eat, how hard you train, or how much you move day to day, you won't lose fat unless you are actually in a calorie deficit. Now, you can be in a calorie deficit, you can be maintaining at obviously calorie maintenance, or you can be in a calorie surplus to where you are then gaining weight. If you are not in a deficit, then you are in one of the other two spots of either maintaining at your current calories, or you're in a calorie surplus, and this is where you will start to notice that you are actually gaining fat. To lose fat, you need to know exactly what calories you need to be eating every day to either, again, maintain your weight, lose weight, or maybe even gain weight if that is your goal. If you want to actually gain weight with intention rather than just being by accident and it happening over time because you're just eating too much without even thinking about it, you can be intentional with your weight gain, like I say, with a bulking phase to where you're in a calorie surplus. Now, sure, you might be able to go online and use a calorie calculator and be able to have a good guess as to how many calories you should be eating per day, but unless you are actually tracking your calories, how do you specifically know if you're in a deficit or not? Again, you don't. You've got no idea. Now, some people call it intuitive eating, but if you're brand new to this dieting game and you haven't got the trained eye or experience of intuitively eating,
eating, you are not going to lose weight because you don't know how much calories are in certain amounts of food, in certain serving sizes. You probably don't even know what a normal serving size probably even looks like, because a normal serving size of peanut butter compared to what we actually think a normal serving size of peanut butter is completely and utterly different. You haven't got the trained eye yet or the experience to be intuitively eating and actually lose weight. You're intuitively eating now. You're just picking up what you want and eating it, and being honest, how's that actually working out for you? Are you happy with how you're looking, with how your physique is, or are you unhappy? Now, I make every one of my online clients who wants to lose fat, if their goal is fat loss, I make sure that they are weighing and tracking their food so that they get to see not only what portion sizes actually look like, the calorie content of food, and learn the difference between whole foods and ultra processed foods as well, because over the long term they're being trained to where at that point they can eat intuitively because they've been tracking for so long. But you're not there yet. You're just new to this game, but it can be achieved given enough time. Now, this is the biggest mistake I see people make, even myself in the past. Like I said, I wasn't perfect. I made a lot of mistakes, and the biggest mistake I used to make when it came to losing fat was cutting my calories way down too fast straight from the get-go. Now, initially, yeah, you will see results. The scale will go down, and you might even notice that you feel like you've lost weight, but eventually you will hit a plateau, the French term for hitting a brick wall, and odds are you're doing way too much cardio straight from the get-go as well. So where do you pull your calories from to put you into a deeper calorie deficit? Because you can't physically do more cardio. You're already working out a few times per week, and your calories are that low that you're actually nearly starving yourself. So when it does come to dieting, dude, you need to pace yourself. You need to think of this more like a marathon rather than a sprint, because we often look at ourselves with rose-tinted glasses. And after experiencing this myself and coaching others with the goal of fat loss, however long you think it will take you to lose a weight goal, double it. Even if you think it will take a month, it will probably take 2 to 3 weeks. And remember, everyone sees results at a different rate. Some people will see fast results, other people get results a little bit slower. That doesn't mean that you will match them. It is all at your pace and all in your own journey. It does not matter how long it takes, so long as progress is being made. You need to know where you can maneuver, and again, this is why we have a clear defined plan on how to start a diet is so important, because you literally have one shot at dieting to get this right. So remember, dude, fat loss is a marathon. It is not a sprint. You cannot expect yourself to undo years worth of bad habits that have resulted in obviously you potentially being unhappy with how your physique is right now, and expect to change all of that within only a few weeks of dieting. So just remember, pace yourself. You're at your own journey, you're in your own time, and results will come so long as you are in a calorie deficit. But for the first session in Paradigm Training Back and Biceps, this was an absolutely fantastic session. I love this gym already. One session in, it is such a difference to that of pure gym, just with the bodybuilding equipment, the atmosphere, the gym itself. I'm very excited for how this prep is now going to be looking over the next coming weeks. Training here is going to be a lot of fun, so I'm very excited to be training here, and I cannot wait to see the results.
3 days later.
The next reason why you struggle to lose fat in a dieting phase is because when you start the diet, you don't have the right mindset getting into it. You have the complete wrong mindset, and that is holding you back from getting results. But I've just got to the private gym because I need to record some short form content for Instagram and everything. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, make sure that you do. Link is down in the description. So like I said, your mindset towards actually dieting, losing fat, transforming your physique is what's actually holding you back from getting the results that you're actually capable of. And you need to shift and change that mindset, because dieting and fat loss is a zero-sum game. Because instead of looking at fat loss and transforming your physique in the mindset of, I get abs once, I get lean once, and then that's it, boom, I'm done, I've won the game. That isn't the game. The game should be, when it comes to fat loss, dieting, fitness, the whole journey itself, it should be about getting better over time, continually improving in all areas. And it's a lifestyle change that you need to take on. But for a lot of people, maybe you included, you actually start your fitness journey just because you want to get shredded for a holiday this year. It's summer right now. A lot of people are in that mindset of, I need to be summer body ready, and that might be the goal. And there is nothing wrong with that. But what do you do after you've achieved that goal? Because let's say that you go on holiday and yeah, you have a great time, you're shredded, you're lean, you've got abs. What do you do when you come back off holiday?
more likely than not, what you won't be doing is what got you those abs. You will go back to the older habits that made you fat in the first place, to where you wasn't lean, you wasn't shredded, you didn't have abs. So nothing actually changed in that time, because you're only thinking of your fitness journey in the short-term mindset and not the long-term vision which you need to actually have. Like I said, this journey, this game isn't about short-term results. It's about playing the game for as long as possible, continually getting better. That is how you win this game in the end. So what's the solution to getting results? That solution is that you need a plan to follow that meets your goals, your needs, and your lifestyle. All three of those factors are very important. And if that plan doesn't fit that criteria, guess what? You're not going to sustain the results. And what a lot of people get wrong when it does come to dieting and their fitness journey is that they only look at the dieting and fat loss part, when in reality, your fitness journey has many different phases. It's got many different parts to it. Dieting is just one singular part to it. And this point right here is what completely messes people up in their fitness journey, from not only achieving results, but sustaining results as well. And that point is that you don't know what to do for the best. You are simply guessing what to do. And guessing isn't a good strategy. It isn't a strategy at all. Pissing in the wind is no strategy. It's hoping for the best, and hope doesn't get results consistently. What does get results consistently is a proven plan that's actually shown to get people results. That is what works. Because let's say you're dieting down, you're wanting to get leaner. You then actually do that for a month, but then you actually feel like you're weaker in the gym. So then what you do is that you decide to go into a bulk, and you start bulking because now you want to get stronger in the gym. You feel too weak in the gym. And so you do a bulk for a month, 2 months, but then you actually feel like you're getting a bit too fluffy, a bit too softer. The abs aren't as visible. So what do? You then decide, I need to diet down again. I need to cut again. And so not knowing what to do for the best and not giving it enough time to where you actually get results that you are wanting is what is holding you back, dude. So what you actually need in your life, other than a plan that's been proven to get results, is that you need to be held accountable. Because if you did have those two things right there, if you had a plan that worked and you were held accountable to a higher standard than what you hold yourself right now, you would have a physique that you would be proud of. Am I right? I'm right. I know I'm right. And the irony is that you are watching this video on a platform to where you have endless hours of training, diet, and nutrition videos. People giving you all of the knowledge possible to where you can actually achieve a godly physique, but yet you still haven't done it. Why? Because again, the plan is very important. You need to know what you're doing day in, day out. But if you aren't being held accountable to execute and follow that plan on the days where you don't feel like following that plan, you're never going to get results. How are you going to get results if you aren't being consistent? If one day you're deciding to do one thing, the next day you're doing something else, maybe I feel like doing this, maybe I don't. There's no consistency, and consistent actions lead to consistent results. That's the only way you are going to get a result out of this, by being held to a higher standard than what you are currently able to hold yourself. But I can completely change that for you, because I have one-to-one online coaching spaces available right now. So if you do want more info on how I can help you achieve your physique goals, whether that is getting shredded for the summer, maybe you want to get stronger and bigger in the gym to where you actually start building muscle, I can help you no matter what the goal is. All you need to do is just reach out to me again on Instagram, drop me a message, the link is down in the description to my Insta, and then we can have a chat and see how I can help you achieve your goals. Because not only are you going to get a plan that's been proven to work not only on myself, but on my coaching clients as well to date, it works because I specifically build that plan to you and your lifestyle and your goals, and that's how you actually manage to maintain it. And by following it and allowing it to become part of your lifestyle is then how you're going to sustain the results that you eventually do get, along with a bespoke training plan that's going to get you results in the gym, of course. And that's what's holding you back from getting results in a dieting phase. There is nothing complicated about this. It just seems complicated because, like I said before, you don't know what to do for the best. But that's why I'm here now, and this is the mission, this is the purpose with this channel, to make fitness simple and easier to understand, sharing all of my years of knowledge, experience, failures, everything I have to offer to you so that it can help you go further in your journey and become the best version of yourself. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. I really appreciate it, guys, and I shall catch you in the next one. Peace.